Hi guys, it's Wade Fellin with Big Hole Lodge, and the 2024 fishing season is upon us. Dad called and asked if I wanted to go fishing with him on Friday, which means 1, I need to dig our boat out of a mountain of snow, and 2, I need to dig through a mountain of gear I left myself at the end of last year when I basically got off the river, scooped everything up out of my boat and out of my truck and out of my wading pack and put it in a nice pile in the middle of the garage to sort through later, and grabbed the gun, the dog, and the bird hunting kit and took off. Now I've got to deal with that. So I'm trying to be more thoughtful this year about gear, trying to bring only what I use all the time and remember the things that I said, gosh, I wish I had this, or, I really should start bringing that. So I've got a piece of gear to go over today with you all that is not a new idea, but I think I may have found a solution that will help you. Gear needs to address a problem, and if it doesn't solve that problem, then it's probably not worth bringing. You've got a selective fish that is refusing 4X tippet, it's worth bringing 5X. You've got rain, it's worth bringing a raincoat. The problem that I often encounter, which I'm guessing a lot of you do too, is catching a fish that is a photo-worthy fish and having this internal conflict of, should I take a photo of this fish? Well, the answer for me is yes. I think it's very important to take photos of fish and capture those memories and be able to look back on those times, because they're fleeting and they're very special, and you ought to share that with loved ones and with your future self. Look back on these memories and enjoy them, as long as you do it in the right way. And that's where the problem comes in. How do I keep this fish safe and get a good photo worth keeping? So many photos in my camera roll look like this, with just the back of the head of the fish and a little bit of water, and then like maybe the tail going away. And I don't remember where that was or what that moment was, or worse, the selfie shot like this where you're pasting it against your chest and you've got the tail coming out from behind your elbow and the head, and you've got it, against your fishing pack, and all the slime's getting rubbed off, and then it squirts out and falls and lands on the rocks, and then you feel horrible about the whole situation. A tripod is the answer. This is not the answer. This is garbage. You can't attach a cell phone to it. It's way too short to be able to get over the grass. But a tripod is not a novel idea. And I've carried a lot of tripods, and I never use them because I have the wrong tripod. This is a $500 tripod from Peak Design, way too heavy. And this is a $5 tripod from Walmart, and it's just worthless, going in the trash. Way too short, gets hidden in the grass, too hard to use, too hard to put a camera on. This is too heavy, going back in the closet. You need a tripod that is light, super easy to use one-handed, and that has the right attachments, whether it's your camera or your phone. I just picked up the Backcountry Light tripod from Aziac Equipment, and the Backcountry Light ball head from Aziac Equipment, and I'm pretty sure this is the answer. This sucker weighs just over a pound. It's about the width of a fly box. It's about as big around as a water bottle. It is totally one-handed. Extends to 46 inches, so it's super big to get over grass and sticks and whatever on the bank. 2 scenarios. Say you're by yourself, you catch this big fish, you want to keep the fish safe, you've got it down in the net, you pull this right out of your backpack or your wading pack. Most people are carrying a cell phone, so you pick up this little attachment from Amazon.com. I'll link below. Slap this sucker on your phone, and then slap this sucker into the tripod. I would probably just leave this like that in my wading pack or behind me. Second scenario, you're with a client, they catch a big fish, and you don't want to hand them that fish and then get back with your phone or their phone and watch them accidentally drop the fish or not know how to hold it correctly, and you're seeing all hands. So here, same thing. You set this little 1-pound tripod up with your phone, up on the bank, as high as you want it. You go down with the client now and handle the fish and get your beautiful photo, safely release the fish. This year, I'm going to actually be carrying this camera, and I'll go over this in a different video because I've carried several cameras over the last few years. This thing, set it and forget it. It's got an eye autofocus. So as long as I keep the fish on the same plane as my eye, then I know it will be in focus. You've got interval timer on. If you're not familiar with interval timer, it means the camera takes a photo every 1 second for as long as you've got the camera running until the battery dies. So set it and forget it and know it's taking a photo the whole time that it's up on the bank while you're down messing with your fish. And then when you finally get the fish turned to the camera, your photos have taken, set the fish safely back in the water, and it goes on its merry way. You either high-five your client, or if you're by yourself, you sit and enjoy the moment, go grab the camera, delete all the photos that weren't that one moment, and that one moment now goes in a frame and on your wall. Done, stick this back in the waiting pack and go on my way. Again, it's the Backcountry Light tripod. Full disclosure, my brother-in-law invented this tripod. He's the founder of Asiac Equipment. He's an Alaska-born hunter who has since moved to Bozeman with my little sister and their 2 boys. And if you go to asiacequipment.com, he's got a whole slew of ultralight hunting options that you all may be interested in. Doll sheep hunting and every ounce matters, or you're just sitting up in your truck somewhere and need to be able to glass for a long period of time and have a lightweight solution for your optics that doesn't take up a bunch of space in your vehicle or your pack. He's got a bunch of those products there, but this sucker, I don't even think he knows what he's done for the fishing world. So check it out, you guys. If you haven't already, please click subscribe. We've got a great season in store, and I'm going to be more intentional with bringing the camera this year so that you can hear from our guides and our clients and my dad and see this beautiful place, this beautiful part of the world here in Southwest Montana through Big Hole Lodge's lens. Thanks, guys.